Minson lies in bed thinking about kiss with Kiono. Suddenly, someone knocked on her door. It was Kiono himself. He immediately went to the girl's apartment, took her by the shoulders, and told her that he is in love with her after all. Minson asked him not to joke around like that, and he kissed her. After that, they moved to the bed, and at the moment of climax, the girl woke up. Even though it was just a dream, the girl was ashamed. Suddenly, someone knocked on her door. It was Kiono. The guy finally remembered what happened that night when he drank with Minson. He was terrified and was trying to figure out what to do now. The best thing that came to his mind was to go get a drink. Minson immediately realized that Kiono had a lot to drink and told him to go home. She wanted to close the door, but the guy wouldn't let her and said he remembered everything. He said what he did was a mistake and the girl punched him in the stomach. After that, he threw up on her. Minson dragged him to the bed, took off her clothes, and went to wash up. She was angry that he had to drink so much just to apologize. While she was bathing, the guy woke up and decided to go to the bathroom. When he saw Minson, he instantly broke into a sweat. The girl came to her senses and kicked him out. Kiono took his backpack, said goodbye to her, and went home. Minson was very embarrassed about what had happened. In the morning, Kiono realized that he had made things worse yesterday. He didn't know how to look the girl in the eyes now. On the way, he met his friend who reminded the guy that he had failed Mrs. Cha Doyen's test. Kiono immediately went to the teacher's office. He was very worried because he didn't know what to expect from her. The guy explained the reason for his visit, and Mrs. Cha asked him what he was willing to do for her to fix the situation. Kiono said he would do anything. The woman liked his enthusiasm. She asked if he was really willing to do anything and wondered what he thought she wanted. The guy didn't know what to say. The woman pinched him and asked again. He said he would do whatever she said. Mrs. Cha Doyen said that in that case, he should have you-know-what with her right now. But it was all in Kiono's head. In fact, she just told him to come over to her place next week when she called. Nevertheless, the guy interested her. Kiono was really embarrassed that he was thinking about such things while talking to the teacher. Unexpectedly, he met Minson. They both came into the empty classroom to do their assignment. The guy talked to her carefree, but then he realized that she was still mad at him. The girl was actually just embarrassed after everything that happened. In 5 hours, Kiono still couldn't concentrate and did nothing. He decided it was worth it to talk to Minson. He suggested they go to eat together, but suddenly Gaeung ran into the classroom and said she would go with him. Minson said she wasn't hungry, so Gaeung took the guy with her. In fact, Minson couldn't draw anything either, and she is really hungry. Kiono and Gaeung finished eating and the girl paid for everything. The guy was about to go home, but she suggested they go see something. They went to some alley and Gaeung said to be very quiet. From there, they could see some couple having you-know-what in the park. Kiono said that it's weird to do it in a place like that, but the girl didn't agree, since she was going to do it with him right now. The guy said loudly that she is crazy and startled the couple in the park, but they thought it was a cat and went on with their business. Gaeung asked why Kiono didn't want to do that with her. She can't forget what they did in the restroom and wants to repeat the experience, and a place like this is perfect for that. The guy apologized and said he can't do it here, but Gaeung wasn't satisfied with his answer. She didn't plan to back down. Kiono couldn't get out of her grip and resigned himself to his fate. The girl was doing things he could only fantasize about. Minson gave up and decided to go home. As she was leaving, she saw the artwork Kiono had left behind and his backpack. She decided to text him about it since she thought he forgot his stuff and went home. But after sending the message, she found that his phone was also in the classroom. Meanwhile, in the dark alley, the show went on. Gaeung turned out to be a fearless girl and was going to go all the way. But Kiono threw a jacket over her and said he couldn't do it after all. Or rather, that's what he did in his mind. Gaeung told him to stop daydreaming and stop being shy. Unlike her, he is wearing clothes, so she's the one who should worry about being seen. She asked him to cover her with his body. Kiono realized that he couldn't refuse her after all. The girl was even a little surprised when he started to take the initiative. She was being very cute, and it was driving the guy crazy. In fact, there was another reason why she decided to do it with him. He is actually very good at it. At the end, the girl couldn't stand. Suddenly, a flashlight shined on them. It was a security guard. He only saw Kiono, so the guy told him he just couldn't find a bathroom. He apologized for not being able to keep everything inside, and the man left. During this time, Gaeung already got dressed. She thought they were really going to get caught. However, she was glad that the guy ended up doing it with her. Kiono was finally convinced that she is a dangerous girl. On his way home, he remembered that forgot his backpack at university and decided to pick it up tomorrow. When he got home, he saw his backpack and Minson lying on the bed. The guy didn't immediately realize what she was doing in his house. The girl woke up and asked why he was back so late. Kiono avoided answering it by saying that he had things to do. Minson told him to be more considerate and was about to leave, but the guy offered her a drink. The girl declined his offer and left. Kiono thought she was still mad at him, but after a moment Minson walked back in and asked what he had to drink. In the process, the girl said that the guy looked pathetic last time because of breaking up with his girlfriend. Kiono said that Minson will never have a boyfriend at all. The girl asked if he really thinks she is that bad. Kiono remembered seeing her in the shower and got embarrassed. At some point, Minson remembered their argument and demanded 50,000 won from him. Kiono said he didn't remember any of that, but the girl wasn't satisfied and continued demanding her money. She went through his pants looking for his wallet, but found something else. Then she said she had to go home and was about to leave. But Kiono threw her on the bed. He told her to stop provoking him, but he saw that the girl didn't mind. They kissed. Minson said she wanted to take a shower because she smells like sweat, but the guy ignored her and continued. In gratitude, she decided to repeat what she did last time, after which they had you know what. Both of them couldn't believe it was happening. When they finished, Minson cried. Kiono was scared that he had done something bad, but the girl herself didn't know why she was crying. The girl eventually calmed down and wanted a second round. Due to embarrassment, she covered Kiono's eyes with her hands. After finishing, she decided to go take a shower. The guy realized that he had succumbed to his feelings again and jeopardized their friendship again. Minson also didn't know what to do now and how to continue to communicate after what happened. When she returned to the room, she saw an empty bed and a note from Kiono. He had decided to go sleep somewhere else.